Welcome back to the Cats in the Cradle podcast. Today we're going to be talking about dumb things people do, Oreos, favorite stores, American and patriotism, and Creeper Pic that my sister took a while back.
Yeah, I'm excited about I like this episode. It's funny when we start doing this. We don't really know which direction we're always going to go. We have some ideas and outlines, but
yeah, this
took us some interesting places.
Oh, yeah.
So we decided that Oreos are brown?
Oh, we have to see.
All right, thanks for listening. Brandon, hit it!
Woo!
Oh, yeah! Cats in the cradle in the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon. Hello, Johnny.
Hello, Dad.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I got a minor headache. Thankfully, it's not a major headache.
Yeah, major headaches are the worst. Like migraines where you like can't even open up your eyes and stuff.
Those do stink.
Yeah, like you're like just like even like looking at light or like just like a small tap.
You're like, that's so loud.
Shut up! Oh,
yeah, yeah. Why do I keep hitting myself in the head with a hammer? That hurts. You know what's funny is like people in life do that. They don't like. I'm not saying they literally hit themselves in the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
But in life, we do things that we know we shouldn't do, which is akin to hitting ourselves in the head with a hammer, but we do it anyway.
Yeah, it's just like, whoa, this looks dangerous. Why don't I do it?
So that's an example. Like, hey, yeah, that's like I don't know, like let's drive without a seatbelt on. Maybe that's a minor example.
Yeah, or like.
But one I think of all the time is like, I'm like, that donut looks really good. I know I shouldn't eat it.
Yeah, but.
And then you like kind of start smelling it and looking at it. You start salivating, and then all of a sudden you're like, maybe I'll have another one.
Yeah. Yeah. Donuts are amazing. Like the little donuts. Like I don't know how they do it.
What little donuts?
Like the little mini, like the mini donuts,
like the Hostess, like the powdered ones, or or like
you go to
like the donut holes.
Yeah, the donut holes.
Donut holes are good.
So I was like talking to my friends recently, and we're like asking like, where do donut holes come from? And so
nobody knows.
So like, we had like an idea where like you like make the donut and there's no hole, and then they get this thingy, and then they get the hole, and then they actually like fry the donut, and then they fry the hole that they got from the donut. But yeah,
so I think the way they get donut holes, and this is gonna clearly show our ignorance towards baking.
Yeah,
but I think they get the dough. They make the dough, and they don't just make dough for one donut. They make dough for lots of donuts.
Yeah, and
then I think they cut out that dough for the round donut, and then they have a stamper, we'll call it, like a cookie cutter thing, and they cut out the middle portion, and that's where donut holes come from.
Yes, but we searched it up, and it was not that. It was like
really,
yeah, they just like make the donut holes separately.
That seems silly. It seems like the donut hole should be the leftover dough, because it's like I have a round donut, and clearly there was dough in the middle, so that it should be the donut. That's where the donut hole comes from. That's why they call it donut holes.
They make. I'm pretty sure they just like.
Is this like a 2,000-pound dog?
No, we literally searched it up on Google.
Google?
Google. Okay, but so then like basically like we searched it up, and they just say like I'm pretty I didn't know this, but I'm pretty sure they just like got enough dough just for like the donut.
We got to do a YouTube search.
Forget
Google. We're gonna do a YouTube search, and we're gonna look and just watch them make it, and that'll prove it.
Yeah.
Right there. There will be no more debate. We'll say, oh, now we know.
Like that 2,000-pound dog, or no, it's 1,000. You messed up. It's 1,000.
A ton is 2,000 pounds.
What? Okay, that makes more sense now. But why is it 1 ton and it's 2,000 pounds?
Look, we can get in this. Why is there 12 inches in 1 foot?
I don't know. Why is there just 10 inches in 1 foot?
That would make more sense. That's why the metric system makes sense.
Wait, which one is that? Okay.
We don't use the metric system, so don't worry about it. It's like meters.
Oh yeah, like it's
centimeters.
Like everything just has a 0 behind it.
Basically, there you go. Makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't. We're here in America. We're special. So that's.
Wait, is mile metric?
No, mile is. It's like the king. It was 5,280 feet. That's 1 mile.
Okay.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah. I wonder who's.
So there's a history with this, where there's the king in England, and we're not going to get into it because I don't know all the details. But I do want to talk. Maybe not right now. We're going to come back to England and a house guest that we had from England,
and then some stories that they.
Yeah, we're getting into some of that. But before that, so I wanted to have. This is going to be the fastest debate we've ever had. This topic was brought up at the gym. I was asked to address it on this podcast.
Yes.
And so I'm going to do that. An Oreo cookie. What color is it?
Black.
And I say it is black.
Yeah.
Somebody thought it was brown.
What world are you living in? I'm colorblind and I can still see that.
And I'm not colorblind and I can also clearly see that.
Yeah, I mean, like...
I think maybe if you got like a really old Oreo cookie, maybe it was kind of like, and I wouldn't say it was brown. I would just say it's like it's not like a dark black.
Yeah.
It's like a light black.
It's like a lighter. But, I mean, like, yeah, that is not... An Oreo cookie is not brown.
All right, so do you want to continue on with this debate or just end it?
I have an idea. Let's pretend that I think it's brown, and then we just get into, like, a type of argument, and an Oreo cookie's brown.
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's just pretend we did that, and we'll just end it and say an Oreo cookie's black.
Okay, and if you disagree, then we'll look into it.
I mean, there was this thing years ago. You were probably maybe even not alive or too young, but there was a dress, and people would look at this dress and literally have different opinions as to what color it is.
What?
And it was very diverse. And I can't remember, like, some people thought the dress was red, others thought it was pink, but others thought it was like a totally like different color. And part of it is the way their eyes, like the way the fabric was. I don't remember. I just remember thinking like how stupid it was. But then I like went to this meeting. They're like, "What color is the dress?" And you're like,
wait, this meeting was for the dresser? Yes.
We can't move on into the important business until we discuss and decide what color the dress is.
People have been calling us, and they've been declining loans because we say the wrong color.
Yeah, we got to get this straight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, our eyes can see things differently, and I don't want to say that it can't be brown, but I'm just going to say it's not brown.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say it can't be, but it isn't. Maybe you got a weird batch.
Huh.
I don't know. Okay.
Wait, hold. I have one more thing. Is a zebra white or black?
Is it black with white stripes or white with black stripes?
I don't know.
You know, are you good sometimes or and bad all the time? Or are you bad sometimes and good all the time? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's neither. I don't know. It's the duality of man is what it is.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's a topic that the duality of man. Are you mostly good and sometimes bad? Or are you mostly bad and sometimes good?
I'm good and bad, so.
But that's what's interesting, right? So sometimes, at some point in people's lives, they do something that is so bad that it is now determined you are mostly bad and maybe not even any good. So like Jeffrey Epstein, who you probably don't, you know who that person is?
No.
Okay, so we won't get into it, but he did a lot of bad things to little kids.
Oh, okay.
Okay? But he was also... He gave a lot of money away to charity.
Yeah.
Now he's a bad person. I'm not going to defend him.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting. It's like, you know, we have this public face of like, oh, well, he's a philanthropist. He gives money away. He does all these great things.
Yeah.
But then there's this private face of like, oh, he does lots of bad things with young girls, and that's not good. And so at some point we start skewing the brush and say, oh, he's a terrible. This guy's terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, mostly bad and a little good.
That's what you are? Oh,
no, that's what the Joe Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
And Joe Epstein. Bring it, you, Joe. You're going down.
Yeah, we're calling for you, Joe.
All right, so when we were having this discussion about Oreos, somebody brought up something. Are you familiar with the suckers, the Tootsie Pops, Tootsie Rolls?
Yeah.
So not Tootsie Rolls, but they're the Tootsie Pops.
Yeah, they have like the little stuff inside of the middle.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever heard a way to receive a free Tootsie Pop?
No, nothing's free in life.
All right, my economics lessons are sinking in. All right. Okay. So when I was a kid, the rumor was if you you take the cover off the Tootsie Pop.
Yeah.
And if you have the Indian shooting the star on it, then that qualifies you for a Tootsie Pop.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so there's like on the cover of it, there's like different trinkets or toys or whatever on the cover of the Tootsie Pop thing.
Yeah.
But if one of those things has an Indian shooting a star, like his bow and arrow, and the arrow's shooting towards the star, then you get a free Tootsie Pop. Have you ever heard that before?
No.
Okay, so that must have been a my generation thing. I think some people in other generations probably heard it. The problem is I've never known anybody that's received a free Tootsie Pop because of it.
Wait, yeah.
Because every single cover has the Indian shooting the star, and I don't know who's redeeming this.
Yeah, you're just gonna. Yeah, who are you supposed to go up to?
I don't know.
Yeah, hey.
Tootsie Pop store.
Yeah, hey kid, give me a Tootsie Pop.
Look, this one has a star. Give it to me, punk.
Mine has a star too. Let's pray.
Yeah. All right. So something I want to talk about was favorite stores.
Stores? Ooh.
So there's types of stores that I could just walk in and it doesn't matter if I need anything or not. I can walk in the store and just be thoroughly enjoyed. Like, for example, a sporting goods store.
Oh.
I could go into Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. You know it's a store, right? When I was younger, there was a different store called Sports Authority. They went out of business. Now Dick's Sporting Goods, Jonathan, is the main place to go for sporting goods unless you go online.
Or Big Five.
Big Five, not as good quality, but what was the other store's name?
Dick's.
Yeah, good selection of items, quality items.
Yeah.
So, are there any stores that you like to go to?
I like to go to shoe stores, and I'm not like professional shoe person looking at, but I mean just it's cool to see shoes.
So what kind of shoes are you looking at? I mean, I'm guessing the shoes we're looking at are different. Like I like to look at shoes I can wear to work.
Oh no, not like those fancy drancy shoes, like Nike shoes, like Crocs or like New Balance and stuff like that.
Vans, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I just stopped wearing Vans because somebody told me that they had flat bottoms, so it messes up your feet.
I feel like so you probably don't wear Converse ever.
No.
Converse definitely do, and I have a pair that I very seldomly wear, and whenever I do, my back hurts. So I'm like, why do I wear these shoes? Yeah.
Oh, my back.
My back, my neck, and my back.
Yeah, but also I love going to Walmart for some reason. It's just,
dude, I hate that place.
Why?
I hate going to Walmart. There's times where it's Renee and I are on a date, and we're leaving, the end of the date's coming. And we should be going home. She's like, I got to stop by Walmart to pick up something. Nothing kills the vibe of the date more than going to Walmart for me.
I don't know why, but there's a vibe there that I just love.
Dude, you love people of Walmart? You know it's a thing, right?
I don't like people at Walmart. I like the stuff that's there.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, sure. To me, the people there, and I'm judging people right now, so judge me for judging others. I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like any moment you're in Walmart, you are seconds away from getting in a fight, or stopping a fight, or watching a mass robbery take place.
Okay. Oh, okay. You want to talk about that? So basically, there are 3 stores. Target is the highest, the top level for the bougie doogie. Walmart's in the middle, and then at the bottom, what's it called again?
Walmart.
No. TJ Maxx, I think, or something.
Well, so those are different because Target and Walmart are different types of department stores.
No, they're the same thing. There's
TJ Maxx, Target and Walmart are the same thing.
Yeah.
Other than the style and some of the vibe and some of the things they sell or whatever, but for the most part, yeah, they're very much on par. TJ Maxx is a second. It's I don't want to say secondhand. It's items that are off the shelf.
Oh, okay.
It's we couldn't sell it, so here, TJ Maxx, you buy it from us for cheap. You guys sell it.
Oh.
A store I love. I don't know if I've ever told you this. I love going to Costco.
Oh, Costco's pretty cool. Okay. I love free food. I think we talked about this in the last episode. Free food is amazing, and Costco has samples every now and then.
Yeah. Go Saturday, you're getting some good samples.
Oh yeah. And recently at Smith's, they've been giving out samples.
Really?
Yeah, I've been there like twice.
I've seen that at Smith's before, the grocery store.
Yeah, but it also what was I gonna say? What's your favorite restaurant to be in?
So I don't. Let me think about that because I don't like going in like I'm thinking like fancier restaurants. I'm not thinking like your fast food ones. But I don't like it when you go into a restaurant and it's really loud. And so I like it when I can have a conversation without like having to lean over or like turn my ear towards the person speaking so I can understand them. So I don't know the answer to that question. I just can tell you that I don't like loud restaurants.
Oh.
I feel like Cheesecake Factory is very loud.
Old man moment. What did you say, Sonny? I can't hear you. Too loud in here.
And you know who old man moment? You know what that old man moment's sponsored by?
Old Spice?
I don't know what it is.
Dove ice cream.
Dove ice cream and Old Spice coming together to form new deodorants.
Yeah. New deodorants and new ice creams.
Melting today.
Yeah, like Old Spice taste ice cream. Oh, this is nasty. It tastes like deodorant. How do you know what deodorant tastes like?
That's funny, man. Yeah, I love Costco. Like I could go to Costco. I'm gonna let people in on a secret. I shouldn't.
Secret, Dad. Oh.
Secret time. The best time to go to Costco is Friday night.
Why?
Because nobody wants to be at Costco on a Friday night.
Huh.
Like Saturday afternoon, it's crazy. You know, other times in the evening, I've been there other days of the week, it's crazy. Friday night is the best time to go to Costco. You got the whole store to yourself. No samples at that time. But you don't have to wait a long time for...
Is it even worth it to go then?
So, it depends on your age group. I'm fine with it, because most of the samples I don't eat anyway anymore.
You know the chicken in like Costco that they're always roasting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never, ever once in my life seen them take out that chicken.
I've seen it before. It happens.
Actually?
Yeah. It was a great day.
Was it magical?
It was June 5th, 1999.
Oh, my.
I don't think that was true. I was in Venezuela at that time.
Oh, what? Then give me a real date.
I gotta go back in my journal. Yeah. Dear diary, I saw them take the chickens out. The rotisserie ones.
Like in the future, people are reading your journal and they're, oh, the chicken?
That chicken's delicious. So I don't know. Like, how do you feel about Costco going away from the churros? Like, they got the cookies and got rid of the churros.
Yeah, I'd rather. I love churros. I'm a huge fan of churros. Churros are just amazing, and I'd rather have a churro than a cookie. So I'm not a big fan of those cookies, but a cookie's a cookie, so I'll still eat it.
Yeah, I love chocolate chip cookies. Go ahead.
So also they like made like a new smoothie type thing, and it's like orange, like it tastes like baby food.
Is it mango?
It was mango smoothie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like baby food.
I think they got rid of that. I think it was like a short run thing, and people were like, this thing stinks.
Yeah, because like
but if you dip your churro in it,
the churro that doesn't exist. Yeah, but yeah, I like it. Actually gave me nostalgia of my baby years when I had baby food.
This reminds me when my brother got a toaster.
Yeah.
All right, let's change gears. This past weekend, Addison was in town.
Yeah.
We had the baby shower.
And you did attend.
I did attend. Somebody, one of the ladies that was here said, she called me out. She goes, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I don't know, and I don't want to be here, but I'm happy that you are here."
Oh, nice.
And I talked to a lot of those ladies. There was probably 5 or 6 dudes there.
5 or 6. I was one of them.
So there's 7 or 8 then. If we count you and Ralph.
And okay.
David was the only man in the house that wasn't there. Brandon was there.
Yeah.
Some of Brandon's uncles were there. And then Addison's friend Sam.
Oh, Sam.
He was also there.
Okay, before we get to this, so during the present opening, it was getting real boring. I'm not joking. It's like on the birthday, I enjoy like when seeing other people open up presents, like just when it's like a couple, like not that much. But when it's like 50.
Dude, Addison is loved, or people love Renee, and so because they love Renee, they love Addison.
Yeah.
People don't love me. They tolerate me because Renee is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And this all makes sense.
Yeah, but so basically, don't tell anybody, but during the presents,
our secret.
I may have snuck upstairs and watched a little bit of TV.
Well, I'm not going to tell anybody, but what I am going to tell you is bro, you couldn't have got me in on this?
Sorry, Dad.
Come on, man.
I don't want to attract too much attention.
Dude, I would have, yeah. I mean, it was, we had family there that I haven't seen for a long time. I had a great time catching up with them. And so it was a good time. Thank you to all the people that were supporting of this. Addison's very much appreciative and it's awesome. I love, one thing I really do love is how people get together for weddings and baby showers, bridal showers to help support the upcoming generation. Like that's an awesome thing that we do. So I love it.
Yeah. And, it was also, the food there was amazing, like burritos and chocolate fountains.
Yeah, chocolate fountains always good. All right, so when Addison was in town for the baby shower that I did attend, and you also attended.
Yeah.
She brought her friend from college. Her name is Liesel, and her husband's name is Sam.
Yes. Two of my very good friends now.
Yeah, great people. Liesel has been mentioned earlier in this podcast.
Yes?
We mentioned her. So we didn't talk about her. She almost married Brock Purdy, the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers.
Wait, why didn't she?
She didn't. Well, they went to the same high school, and they probably didn't really ever talk. But they were that close to getting married.
That close?
Yeah, which is, they almost basically, best of friends.
Oh, okay.
Broke off the engagement, but they probably maybe didn't talk hardly at all.
Okay, I see.
But anyway, her husband Sam is from
England.
Yes. All right, hold on. Pause on that. I got to talk to you about. I haven't told you our latest trend in our demographics.
Oh, what? I don't even know what that word means. Keep going.
Okay, so we have listeners in 27 states.
27. There's 50, so we're about.
We're covering it.
Yeah, we're like about 50%.
We're
of
spreading.
Americas.
Yeah, we're spreading. Thank you. God bless the USA.
Yes.
We'll get to that later too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and so we're 27 states. We are in 5 continents.
5?
The only continent we have not been listened to is in Asia.
Asia.
So the Chinese or the Russians, one of them, they don't like it. I don't know, is Russia, Asia, or Europe? We'll pretend it's Asia. Okay. The Asians don't like us yet. We have a dang lady that does acupuncture. We like them.
Yes, we love Asian.
Yeah, we love your orange chicken. I don't know if that's really authentic, but we love it.
We love your food.
Yeah, we like your food. I eat sushi. We eat chopsticks.
Yeah, no.
I do. I can eat. Well, we don't eat we can eat with chopsticks.
I can't.
I can.
Okay.
So anyway, we have listeners. So tonight I'm at David's volleyball game, and Addison asks me like, "Hey, so what's the listenership? How are things going?" I tell her it's going great.
Yeah.
And I pull up my app to show her kind of like what's going on.
Yeah.
And I said, "Wait a second. What's today? May 1st. Today is May 1st.
Yeah.
And we already had a listener May 2nd.
What?
I said, how does that happen? Then I look, probably the Australian. We got an Aussie mate right now listening to this podcast that we haven't posted yet.
Hello, mate. How you doing down in Australia?
Anyway, so we do have listeners in England. We have listeners in a number of South American, European countries.
I'm gotta say something right now. I love Australian people. I feel like they're like the most toughest people. You have like spiders sizes of stop signs in there.
Yeah.
And they're like they just like walk around like it's nothing. They kangaroos boxing each other.
Have you seen those kangaroos boxing?
Yeah. And then like you'll just like be walking around and a kangaroo goes boom, kicks you in the face, and they just like keep on walking. And then they'll fight the kangaroo.
They fight them.
Yeah. And there's just like safaris and like I feel like every single like super cool Asian spy is like Australian.
I mean, David had a cameo in one of your movies where he pretended to be Australian.
Yeah.
It was pretty epic. All right, so Sam, I'm meeting Liesel and Sam kind of as the baby shower's beginning.
Yeah.
They're staying at our house for the weekend, and I start talking to Sam, and he's not from here. He has an accent.
Yeah.
I was going to guess Australian. I didn't. Instead, I just said, "Where are you from?" And he said, "Oh, I'm from England."
I'm pretty sure it's like actually like a huge like offense.
Insult to I'm sure.
Like, it's like, oh, you're Australian, right? And like, I'm British. England.
What I should have. So when I first met him, I did this the next day after I kind of talked to him, joked around a little bit, saw that he had a personality and a sense of humor. You never know with these British men. Sometimes they wear their wigs and they think they're better than you.
Like the white wigs that like.
Yeah. So what I wanted is I made him. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from England. Awesome. What I wanted to say so bad was, does the date July 4th, 1776 mean anything to your partner?
Yeah.
But you know what? I didn't. And what's funny is Addison told me. She said, I warned him that you were very sarcastic and that you joke around a lot. So and instead I was very sincere. I was like friendly. I was gracious. I asked him about what's he studying and all this stuff.
He's like, oh, Addy must have been just messing around. Ha ha! He has no idea what he's in for.
It's like, well, he was quite proper.
I wasn't expecting a man of his looks to be as intelligent.
He looks like an idiot, but he's quite intelligent. Until I started talking to him the next day. And so the next day I did joke around with him about freedom and Declaration of Independence and all that kind of stuff.
And so, like, during dinner, and he's like, so, like, what does this mean? And he's like, oh, yeah, a couple people left British and just came to America, but we were fine, though.
We were fine with it. We didn't want it anyway.
Yeah.
It was quite fun. We had a great time joking around with him. But one of the questions I asked him is, what's different? Right, obviously we're a different country, but
yeah,
and they have a queen or a king and parliament and it's a different government.
I thought they didn't have computers in England. I just see.
They don't. If anybody tells you otherwise, don't believe them. They're tricking you, man.
So Sam's been lying to me.
No computers in England at all. Everything's horse and buggy. They don't have cars.
What?
Yeah, no, they don't have electricity.
Oh no, they do. Because like I've seen the.
No, it's just in TV. It's just in TV. Actually, it's not real. Yeah.
I saw it on the news.
No, it's fake. It's fake. So anyway.
Oh, really?
So one of the things he said, obviously, is, he likes the fish and chips over there better, which, okay, that makes sense. Like, that's your staple. Like, a burrito in Mexico should be much better than it is here.
Yeah.
He said that even the salt and vinegar, or the vinegar that they have there is, like, different, which also makes sense, because in America, we like to add sugar to everything. So even our sour tart things, we're going to add sugar to it.
Woohoo!
That's how we roll. But there's two things that he said that I want to talk about. One was the sodas at gas stations. I asked him, what do you like about America? And one of the things he said was the sodas in gas stations. And he talked about what it was like at home. We'll talk about that in a second. And the second thing he said was people in America are much more patriotic than they are in England.
Like, what do you, like, so we invented patriotism.
I don't know if we invented it, but we're going to pretend that we did for this podcast.
All right.
So let's talk about real quick the sodies.
Sodies.
So the gas station sodas. So he was telling me that the soda, he loves going to gas stations here and you can get like these 64-ounce sodas for like, $2.
Yeah.
He said in England, those things would be significantly expensive because they have a sugar tax.
Like what?
Because there's so much sugar in it, they charge you a tax on it, so it costs more, so that tax can go towards healthcare. Because if you eat a lot of sugar, this is a newsflash, you're going to have more health issues.
What?
Yeah.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's not fair, but it's true, regardless.
Huh. But, so, they like coming to America and they're like, oh, soda's only $2?
Yeah, so he loves road trips. His parents are coming, they're in town now. In fact, I think they're in Vegas right now.
Oh, nice.
And so they're probably hitting up the soda fountains and just going crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Sam and Liesel.
Yes, shout out to him. All right, so the other thing he talked about was we're much more patriotic here than they are there.
Yeah. So, like, what do you mean, like, by that?
So, you know how we love America. You know why don't you tell me real quick what happened in, what class was it?
Science.
Okay, tell us what happened to your science class this past week.
So, no, this has been going on for a while now.
Dude, I'm mad that I'm just hearing about this then.
Yeah, so basically, my science teacher has been saying, like, oh, yeah, we've done the Pledge of Allegiance enough. We can just skip it in the morning. And I say, no! This is America, and we respect those that died for us in the wars.
Yeah, and we respect the flag and the freedoms that we have.
Basically, when she says, let's skip the Pledge of Allegiance, she basically throws the flag on the ground, stomps on it, poops on it, spits on it, pees on it, and then lights it on fire.
All in a very fast consecutive motion.
And she does it in anger and hatred.
Yeah, and so I don't know if she's going that far. We'll pretend that she isn't, because I don't want to call her, like, crazy like that, but I mean, I get what you're saying, right? So I'm going to tone it back just a little bit. I get what you're saying. Like, and to me, it's super frustrating. Like, hey, we have this time dedicated for literally it's to pay homage to America, to respect the flag, to respect the freedoms that we've been given, and then also to have that moment of silence. Back in the day, like my parents' day, they used to have like a prayer. Like somebody would say a prayer for the class. Somebody would share a scripture out of the Bible most of the times for the class.
Yeah.
And that all has gone away because we now have this quote-unquote moment of silence, which probably doesn't exist either.
Well, so basically, it's only like 40. I'd say about 45 seconds. The thing, and they're just taking up 45 seconds of your day. And are you really that hasty? Do we really have to get to science that fast? You know, it's just 45 seconds.
So have you had science since we had this discussion a couple nights ago?
Yeah, I have.
And so?
So she does it. She usually turns on the pledge once a week, and today she did turn on the pledge.
All right.
But I'll have her again this Friday.
Yeah, on Friday. Okay. So next week we want to update. You know how did science class go? Because I told you, Johnny. I said there are no consequences here.
Yeah.
You say that pledge, and if she tries to stop you, you say it even louder.
Yeah.
And then you just do it. Like, you stand and respect the flag. You stand and respect America.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about for patriotic.
What if she sends me to the office?
Go to the office. I would say, Johnny, do I need to send you to the office? Say, yes, you do.
Wait, what?
You say, yes, you need to send me to the office. And then you get there and you call me. You don't call Mom. You call me. You say, you guys need to call my dad.
I like this.
And you have me come down there. You say, just, hey, I will go down there. And I will enjoy every moment of this. This will be a very wonderful opportunity for me.
You're like giggling. You're like,
oh, I will love this. And there's times where I can be like, I respect educators, and I know it's not an easy job, but they also need to respect others and recognize that, like, hey, we have this time set apart for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
Yeah.
And you do not have the authority to usurp that. You do not have the ability to take that away.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do.
Let's go back to patriotism with Sam.
Yeah.
So, like, you basically said that he's like over here, we just, like, respect.
Like, we're super patriotic. Like he said, the times where they're the most patriotic is, like, during the Olympics when England's playing France in soccer or whatever, during World Cup, same kind of thing. And so, whereas us, we're like, during a holiday, I'll put the flag out. I'll hang the flag. Like at the beginning of David's volleyball games, they play the Star Spangled Banner. And I don't think they do that much stuff over there in England as we do here.
Yeah.
And so part of him was like, yeah, I really like that. You guys are like, you're proud to be American. Like, you're excited, you're happy about it.
Yeah. There's like a song like, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Yeah, we talked about that a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah. I love that song.
I love that song, man. It's a great song. So here, I guess, we're probably kind of running on time here. But this is my message, right? I know we're here to make you laugh.
Yeah.
But guys, we have to appreciate the freedoms we have. There's some crazy crap going on right now with these movements where people are like Free Palestine and they're trying to take over these college campuses, and there's some wackadoo stuff that's going on right now. And I think lots of sides of the fence are like fed up with different things. But man, we got to respect America, the freedoms that we've been given. We got to stand up for what's right, and speak out against it. Because what happens is there's so many of us that we see something crazy going on, and we just say to our friend like, "Whoa, that's crazy," and we just want to walk away. But we got to speak up. Me personally, I'm sick and tired of being silent. There's going to be stuff that I'm going to start just getting vocal about, and I don't want to be obnoxious with it, but I'm just going to try to be logical, realistic, and be like, "No, we got to do better." Yeah.
Okay. So, one thing, we did watch a movie, so we have a movie review.
What movie did we watch?
Talladega Nights.
Oh, it's a classic, so movie review, even though this is a podcast that does not remove movies, sponsored by Cinemark, potentially. Talladega Nights.
I'd say once they're 10 years old, then they can watch it.
I would say they probably should be older than that.
It's PG-13, so
they should probably be 13.
No, I mean...
Maybe 23.
I'd say about 11.
It's one of those movies, like, it's stupid. It's funny, stupid. There's some things in there that are really funny. There's some things in there that you're like, man, that's just not appropriate, but it's funny. Yeah.
And, like, he's like, how did he get in his underwear so fast?
There's some, today I threw Chip's war medals off the bridge.
Yeah, he's like...
so you're like, oh, man, you can't, all right.
Hey, Ricky, you want to come over and play G.I. Joe's?
No, man, I hate you.
He's like, oh, yeah. No, wait, no, I hate you. You need to cross the anger bridge.
Granny Law. I'm instituting Granny Law. Anyway, it's on Netflix right now. It is funny. It is inappropriate and irreverent, but it is funny.
Yep. So, is that about it?
You know, it is almost about it, other than we are sponsored by Doc R. Haldeman, LLC, practicing Oriental medicine at Renaissance Health Center, focusing on acupuncture, herbs, And she'll also do gua sha. Occasionally she'll do cupping and a few other things. So she'll do E-stim. There's this new thing she's been doing, getting a lot of success out of that, along with the acupuncture's microcurrent treatments.
Yeah.
And so go see Dr. Haldeman for any of your healthcare needs. So
do we have like an address or a number? So
did you memorize it?
No, but she helps with women's health, mental health, stress management, PTSD, and acupuncture works by moving energy. It activates the premovascular system. Look that up. Or see Dr. Haldeman at Renaissance Health Center. And the number is 702-258-7860. That is 702-258-7860.
You know what? We're over time, but I got to tell a story.
Okay.
Is it okay if we go a little long today?
Yeah, speed this thing up.
All right. So Addison reminded me of this story this past weekend when she was here. We used to have a lot of people over for our house for dinner.
Yeah.
So we used to work with a lot of people that are like 18 to 30, not married. And so we'd have them over for dinner all the time.
Yeah.
One time we had this guy over. He's probably 23 years old.
Oh, Gunner.
And he was handsome, right? Strong, handsome, good jaw. Just a good looking dude.
Yeah.
And we had him come over for dinner. Addison's texting her friend Macy.
Uh-huh.
Like, dude, this guy's cute.
Yeah.
So Macy's like, send me a pic. So we're eating dinner. And Addison takes out her phone and takes a creeper pic.
Do not take creeper pics.
Okay, were you sitting next to her or was it Ralph?
So, I think I was sitting next to her.
So whoever was sitting next to her, I think it was you, we'll give you the credit, said, Addison, why are you taking pictures of Gunner?
And, fast as lightning.
Like a ninja.
Like, do-do-do. And that picture was deleted from photos and deleted from deleted.
Like, that is a creepy, scary teenager skill to have. Which also makes me wonder what other pictures she would take and then delete super fast without my knowledge.
Yeah, he's like, hey, Addie, what are you doing on your phone? You're like, I'm just checking my text.
Nothing, just doing my text. Anyway, so she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's denying it.
And she's getting a little red.
She's getting a little red. And so she's like, look at my phone. And sure enough, we can't see anything because it's deleted and deleted from deleted.
Yeah.
And as Gunner's leaving for the night, he says to Addison, he goes, hey, would you like to take a picture with me?
Yeah. That's pretty, pretty good, but it's a little cocky, too. You know?
Oh, it's definitely cocky. 100% cocky.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a funny story. Sorry, Addison, to embarrass you like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Brandon, for editing this, and we'll see you later.